What's up, y'all? Nightmare Baller 1. I haven't hit y'all with a video probably in about a week, I think so. I think it's been a week. That's because there ain't been much to talk about. So, I mean, and then whenever I want to talk about something, somebody else does it. But, since I have nothing to talk about, I figured I'd just do a review. Since, you know, no one reviews anything but WWE and TNA stuff, so decided to come on here and talk about the Chikara DVD I just recently watched, Aniversario Yang. I'm not going to review Yin because Yin was not that great of a show. Honestly, it's like a one-match show, and nothing really important happens, which is kind of disappointing because you would think that it would be more important because it's a weekend double-shot anniversary, you know what I mean? But that just wasn't the case. But anyway, let's get into the review. First match of the night was Los Ice Creams versus Brodie and Grizzly Redwood. This was an alright way to start the show. You know, I don't see what's so funny about Los Ice Creams. A lot of people like them, but I don't see what, so funny about them. I don't laugh. I don't think they're funny. Just me. But 2.5, good way to start the show. I mean, I guess if you like comedy matches, you'll probably like this more than I did. And I like comedy matches. I just don't think Los Ice Creams are funny. But anyway, moving on. Second match of the night was Ophidian versus Arik Cannon, and I gotta say this match seemed like it was just thrown on this card. Like it's just a way to get Arik Cannon on the show. Just what I think. But this was a good match though, I can't lie. This was about 3 stars. I didn't like the ending, but the match was like good, and with the total anarchy, the move Arik Cannon does off the top rope, and then the the spinning neck breaker. He did it like tremendously fast in this match, like faster than I've ever seen him do it ever in history. But yeah, that's just a must see by itself because it looked just really, really brutal. But yeah, good match there. Then we had the third match of the night, the Order of the Neo Solar Temple versus Creator Wrestler and the Super Smash Brothers. This was really good. I like this a lot. I like Delirious, as part of the Order of the Neo Solar Temple. It's like he's being controlled by Ultra Menace Black and this gym known as the Eye of Tyr. It's just funny, man. I thought this was funny. I just like this match in total. Even with Delirious doing the Praying Mantis Driver, I thought that was pretty cool. The match in itself, it was a good match. What do you expect from these teams? 3.5 stars. I had a lot of fun watching this. Thought it was a really fun match. And I'm a huge mark for player dose. So, yeah. Alright, then we had a terrible promo from Gerard and Colin Delaney. I don't like Gerard, but I will admit he's a good heel. And Colin Delaney, I always liked him, honestly. Even though, he got signed to the E for no apparent reason. But, I've always liked Colin Olsen. And D'Lo Brown, is D'Lo Brown. And Glacier was never that great, but, this match was good, though. Surprisingly good. I would give it 3. It was a lot better than I thought it would be. Not much else to really say. It was a good match. A lot of this show had a lot of good matches on it, but then, like, it just gets turned up a whole nother notch, like the second half of it. Like, when the first disc is over, well, in the end of the first disc and the second disc are amazing. And I'll get to that in a second. Then we had 2.0 versus Sea Donsters. Before it had one of the best promos I ever seen. One of the most innovative promos I ever seen from 2.0. I'm just going to put it like that. You guys must see it. It's funny. But the match really wasn't that good. It was really short. I think it was like 4 minutes long. Wasn't that good. I say 1 3/4 stars. Well, 3. Just wasn't, it wasn't that good of a match because it was so short. And there was nothing in the match at all. But the end with the miscommunication and everything else that happened, I just didn't like it that much. The next match, though, was tremendous. Everything about it. It was Incoherence and Incoherence versus Jigsaw, Helios, Lince, Dorado, and Mike Quackenbush. Basically, the future is now with Jigsaw and Mike Quackenbush. Jimmy Olsen is injured, so Mike Quackenbush took his place, and we had a promo before explaining, why he took his place. Yeah, I don't like Lince Dorado, but I will admit this match was great. A lot of fun stuff. And the reason why I said Incoherence and Incoherence is because Cheech and Claudio came out dressed as Hollywood and Frightmare, and it was just awesome. Like, they were in the traditional green, and Hollywood and Frightmare were in orange, and I thought that was amazing. That was genius. A lot of fun. I got confused a couple times trying to keep up with who's who. This is a 4-star match, yo. A lot of great spots. Very fast, very high impact, very just Chikara, Atomicos action. 4-on-4 just action. Just all over the place. It was I think it was like 15 minutes long, and it never seemed like there was a dull point. Some people might say it's a little too spotty, but I personally don't care. This was very fun. Very, very fun. 4 stars. Alright, then we had the promo of the year, and since I'm talking about Chikara, y'all know who I'm talking about. From Eddie Kingston. This was an amazing promo. I cannot, begin to tell you how amazing this promo is. It's a must-see. I'm trying to find it on YouTube so I can favorite it on my channel. This was just an amazing promo. Need to see it. The match itself that followed was actually really good. I give it 3.5 stars. I liked it better than the first match. It was Eddie Kingston and Claudio Castagnoli. A lot of hard-hitting action in this. Just really cool. Eddie, I'm going to go ahead and spoil this because I thought it was really, really, cool to see. Eddie Kingston won with a roll-up. Which is really weird because he really doesn't, use wrestling moves, honestly. He's a hard-hitting bruiser type dude. So, yeah, I thought this was good, though. Then we had the match of the night, Chikara's match of the year. One of the best matches in the history of the company. Double hair versus mask, F.I.S.T versus the Colin. Chuck Taylor and Incoherence versus Soldier Ant and the Fire Ant. Okay, I'm going to tell you like this. This match here had everything you would want in a match. It had psychology and storytelling, and it had crazy spots, and it was overbooked, but like to perfection. Minus one thing. Like, the only thing I did not like about this match was that it was this extra ant. And they didn't do a good job of explaining. He was dressed like Soldier Ant, but it was just weird. It was really weird. And Green Ant and Grand Akuma got into it a few times on the outside. The referee went down, and what followed was the most amazing awful waffle in history. You guys have got to see it. Like, honestly, there are a few spots that I've marked out as hard as I have for that spot. That was just... especially to see it in Chikara. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but if you guys have seen this match, y'all know what I'm talking about. That spot was something else. That was, ooh. But this match was just great. I didn't know who won because I don't really read that many Chikara results. I do that so when I watch the shows will be better. It's kind of hard to do that with stuff like Ring of Honor, but it was not very hard to do it with Chikara. And I was pleasantly surprised because what happened is not what I thought would happen. But this is a great match, y'all. I was so tempted to give it 4 3/4, but I just think it's a little too high. I'm gonna give it 4.5. This is just the reason you get this show. I'm telling you, it was just a great, great match. All in all, this show was 8.5. Had a lot of good stuff on it. It just seemed like it was lacking something to give it a 9. But still, I would recommend it. I would definitely say, you should, if you're trying to get into Chikara, this is an essential pickup. But anyway, I'll let y'all later. Peace.